thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a handoff to Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Lavonte David in on the tackle. 2nd and 8 coming up. A give to Henry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Dorsett making the catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Tannehill now to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, good move. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Brady. He drops it off for Bernard.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. He's to the 10. There's Evans again, complete. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. Embrace it, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Ryan Succop for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Returnable for Dorsett. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing. Now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Brady. They'll drop this off for Bernard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. They begin with Henry. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we know how difficult it is to slow down Derrick Henry. That time they went to the face mask, and that's a pretty easy call.
They're just trying to figure out any way possible to get him down, but you just have to wonder if that might make him just a little bit madder. He already runs angry, and that's when he's in a good mood.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there. These two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Monty Rice brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashad Weaver providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Evans has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Woodside. He finds his target. It's Evans. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the delay, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup. We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Vaughn on the handoff, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd...
And he's got it! Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, a run with Evans. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll run here with Carter. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing here, Woodside. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Johnson there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Succo, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Woodside. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter.